Top 1. Today to this deep dive into the 2014 Roosevelt dime, a piece of American currency that has more to it than meets the eye. Today, we'll explore its fascinating origins, the iconic figure it represents, the craftsmanship behind its design, and most intriguingly, the reasons why this small, modest coin could be worth as much as $18,000. Yes, you heard that right. Stick around to find out why collectors are clamoring to get their hands on this dime. Let's start with a little history, and you'll soon see how this dime became more than just pocket change. The Roosevelt dime first entered circulation in 1946, following the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who had led the nation through the Great Depression and most of World War II. It was during the early post-war period when the U.S. Treasury decided to honor his legacy with a coin that would forever bear his likeness. The Roosevelt dime replaced the Mercury dime, which had been in circulation for over 2 decades. But even as the coin became an iconic part of U.S. currency, few could predict just how significant its value would grow, especially when considering that the dime would continue to be minted for decades. With every year that passed, millions of Roosevelt dimes were minted and circulated, with little fanfare. But then, we get to 2014, the year we're most interested in. 2014, the U.S. Mint issued several versions of the Roosevelt dime. As is typical, these coins were produced for regular circulation, but a few were created with exceptional qualities that would make them stand out. The 2014 dimes were minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, with standard, uncirculated versions making their way into circulation. But it was one specific variation of the coin that would attract the attention of collectors and enthusiasts alike. Let's take a closer look at the design of the Roosevelt dime, starting with its obverse, the side with Roosevelt's image. The profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, gazing slightly to the left, has been the hallmark of the dime since it was first introduced. The artist, John R. Cynic, captured the president with a sense of strength and resilience. The delicate lines on his face, especially the furrowed brow and the deep-set eyes, give the coin a sense of realism that has remained timeless. The legend, Liberty, arches above Roosevelt's head, and the year of minting is found to his right, with the motto, "In God We Trust," positioned just below. On the reverse side of the 2014 Roosevelt dime, the design is equally iconic. The reverse features a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, all symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength, respectively. This design has been in place since 1946, and it's a tribute to Franklin Roosevelt's dedication to these values. The torch represents freedom and liberty, the olive branch signifies peace, and the oak branch stands for strength and independence. The inscription, E Pluribus Unum, appears above these symbols, reinforcing the unity of the United States. As far as regular circulation coins go, the 2014 Roosevelt dime might seem like an unremarkable piece of currency. But to coin collectors, it's far more than that. For one, the quality of minting is exceptional. The U.S. Mint has continually improved its minting processes, and by 2014, the production of these coins was more precise than ever before. The precision of the strike and the quality of the design made this dime not just a functional piece of currency but a work of art in its own right. But even more than that, collectors are particularly interested in finding rare variants of the coin. One of the most sought-after versions of the 2014 Roosevelt dime is the S Mintmark variety, minted in San Francisco for proof sets. These proof coins, produced under highly controlled conditions, have a mirror-like finish that's visually striking. Their higher quality means that they are much more desirable for collectors than their regular circulation counterparts. Now, let's add an extra layer to this. The 2014 Roosevelt dime is also part of the U.S. Mint's ongoing effort to commemorate significant moments in American history. While it may not have been released in honor of a specific anniversary or event, the fact that it was minted during a time of both economic recovery and global political change makes it a symbolic piece of history. Collectors understand that coins like these often appreciate in value over time, and some may go on to become rare, valuable specimens. Now, we come to the exciting part, the moment that many of you have been waiting for. What makes a 2014 Roosevelt dime so valuable? Well, it turns out that there's more to this coin than meets the eye. While the average person may only find it worth 10 cents at a glance, some 2014 dimes, particularly those in pristine condition or with certain special features, are being sold for thousands of dollars. The value of the 2014 Roosevelt dime skyrockets because of its rarity in certain conditions, especially when it comes to specific mintmark varieties and flawless specimens. Coins that have been certified by reputable grading services such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, can command premium prices. A coin that is graded in mint state 69 or 70, for example, is considered almost flawless and can fetch a significant sum at auction. The true showstopper, however, is the special 2014 Roosevelt dime with a double die error, a rare minting mistake where the design is struck twice, causing a visible doubling effect on the coin's inscriptions. This is a mistake that adds both rarity and intrigue to the coin. As you can imagine, a 2014 Roosevelt dime with this error in perfect condition has been sold for upwards of $18,000. And while finding such a coin is a challenge, it's not impossible. So, how did this seemingly ordinary dime end up as a coveted treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars? It's the combination of rarity, historical context, exceptional design, and of course, the story behind each coin that makes it so desirable. While the 2014 Roosevelt dime may have started as just another piece of currency, it's now a symbol of the fascination and the magic that the world of coin collecting brings. As you go through your pocket change, who knows? You might just have a small fortune sitting in your hands. So, keep an eye out for the 2014 Roosevelt dimes in your collection. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious enthusiast, there's always something new to learn and discover in the world of numismatics. Top 2. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 2001 Roosevelt dime, a coin that has quietly become a collectible gem among numismatists. But there's more to this dime than meets the eye, and by the end of this video, you'll understand why some of these coins are valued at a staggering $30,000. To appreciate the significance of the 2001 Roosevelt dime, let's step back in time and explore the history that led to its creation. In 1946, a year after Franklin D. Roosevelt's death, the United States Treasury needed a new coin to replace the Mercury dime, which had been in circulation since 1916. Roosevelt had been the 32nd President of the United States, a leader who had guided the country through the Great Depression and World War II. His death in 1945 left the nation mourning, and the idea to honor his legacy with a coin featuring his likeness was both a tribute and a symbol of the nation's progress in the post-war era. The Roosevelt dime made its debut in 1946, designed by John R. Sinek, and quickly became an iconic piece of American currency. Fast forward to 2001, and the Roosevelt dime, though now a fixture of American coinage, continues to be minted every year. While most people may only think of it as pocket change, this particular year, 2001, stands out for several reasons, making it a standout in the collection world. The 2001 Roosevelt dime, minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, carries with it a unique combination of rarity, design, and historical significance that has caught the eye of collectors. At first glance, the 2001 dime might not seem too different from other years, but subtle variations in its design, minting, and condition make it a highly sought-after coin. Let's take a closer look at its design and craftsmanship. The obverse side of the 2001 Roosevelt dime features a striking profile of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, just as it has since the coin's inception in 1946. The design is a masterful representation of Roosevelt's likeness, with fine details highlighting his strong features, his furrowed brow, sharp eyes, and confident expression. The simplicity of the portrait, paired with the inscription, Liberty, above and the year of minting to the left of Roosevelt's head, makes for an elegant and timeless design. Beneath Roosevelt's portrait are the words, "In God We Trust," a reminder of the nation's values and principles. On the reverse side of the 2001 Roosevelt dime, the classic design remains unchanged. The torch, olive branch, and oak branch each represent key American ideals: liberty, peace, and strength. These symbols have been a part of the dime's design since its introduction in 1946, and their presence continues to reinforce the connection between the coin and the ideals for which Roosevelt stood. The inscription, E pluribus unum, reinforces the idea of unity, while the mint mark, either D for Denver or P for Philadelphia, indicates where the coin was minted. But let's get to the real story behind the 2001 Roosevelt dime, the reason why some of these coins are worth far more than their face value. As with many coins, it's the rarity and the condition that drive up the price, and in this case, the 2001 dime has certain factors that make it particularly appealing to collectors. One of the primary factors that contribute to the coin's desirability is the quality of the minting process. The U.S. Mint has long been recognized for producing coins with remarkable precision, and the 2001 dimes are no exception. However, the condition of a coin plays a huge role in its value. Coins that have been well preserved, with minimal wear and tear, are considered uncirculated, and are far more valuable to collectors than those that show signs of use. For collectors, a coin's grade is essential in determining its value. Coins are graded on a scale of 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, unblemished specimen. In the case of the 2001 Roosevelt dime, a coin graded as MS-69 or MS-70, meaning it is nearly perfect or flawless, can command a premium. Coins in such pristine condition are rare, and as such, are highly sought after by serious collectors, especially those looking to complete their Roosevelt dime collections. Another key factor in the 2001 Roosevelt dime's value is its potential for errors. Over the years, the U.S. Mint has occasionally made mistakes during the production of coins, and these errors can turn an otherwise ordinary coin into a highly valuable collector's item. One of the most notable errors associated with the 2001 Roosevelt dime is the double die error. This occurs when the design is struck twice onto the coin, causing the inscription and image to appear doubled or distorted. These types of minting mistakes are rare and can significantly increase the value of a coin, sometimes by thousands of dollars. But the real allure of the 2001 Roosevelt dime, and what sets it apart from other years, lies in its limited availability in certain high-grade conditions. In 2001, the U.S. Mint produced the Roosevelt dime in large quantities, but due to the sheer volume of coins made, many of these dimes were circulated and became worn, leaving only a small percentage in pristine condition. This means that the 2001 dime, in high grades such as MS-69 or MS-70, is considered a rare find, and that rarity drives up the price for collectors. For a coin to reach the incredible value of $30,000, it has to possess a combination of factors: scarcity, error, perfect condition, and high demand. The 2001 Roosevelt dime, particularly those with the double die error or those in pristine, uncirculated condition, fits this bill perfectly. A coin that has been graded by a reputable coin grading service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, can fetch anywhere between a few $100s to tens of thousands, depending on its grade and any unique features. The rise in value for these specific 2001 dimes is a reminder of the fascinating and often surprising world of coin collecting. What may seem like just pocket change to the average person could, in fact, be a treasure trove for a savvy collector with a keen eye for detail and an understanding of the market. As you sift through your change jar or flip through the coins in your collection, keep an eye out for the 2001 Roosevelt dime. Even if you don't find one that's worth $30,000, the thrill of discovering a rare or valuable coin can be just as rewarding. And who knows? You might just have a small fortune tucked away in a forgotten corner of your wallet. In conclusion, the 2001 Roosevelt dime is more than just a piece of currency. It's a symbol of the history of American coinage, a testament to the artistry and craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint, and a potential goldmine for collectors. Whether you're an experienced numismatist or a casual coin enthusiast, there's something undeniably fascinating about the world of rare coins, and the 2001 Roosevelt dime stands as a perfect example of how something as small as a dime can become a valuable treasure. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2001 Roosevelt dime, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more engaging stories about the world of numismatics. Who knows? The next time you pick up a coin, it might just be the beginning of your own coin collecting adventure. Top 3. In the world of numismatics, there are coins that stand out not just because of their age or rarity, but because of their design, history, and the stories they carry with them. One such coin is the 2005 Roosevelt dime. At first glance, it might seem like just another dime from the United States Mint, a coin that you might casually find in your pocket change. But if you take a closer look, you'll realize that this seemingly simple coin holds much more significance. It is a perfect example of how something so small, something so often overlooked, can become a symbol of both American history and the pursuit of numismatic treasures. Let's travel back a bit to understand how this coin came to be. The Roosevelt dime was introduced in 1946 to honor the late President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who passed away in 1945. Roosevelt, who served as the 32nd president, had become an iconic figure during the Great Depression and World War II. His vision for the country and his leadership during such challenging times had earned him a lasting legacy. The decision to put him on the dime was not only a tribute to his achievements, but also a reflection of his dedication to the March of Dimes, a foundation that helped combat polio, a disease that Roosevelt himself had been affected by. The Roosevelt dime was designed by John R. Sinek, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint. Sinek's design features a left-facing portrait of Roosevelt, which has become one of the most recognizable images in American coinage. Surrounding the president's profile are the words, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the year of minting, along with a mint mark indicating where the coin was produced. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength, respectively. The design is clean, elegant, and timeless. Now, let's zoom in on the 2005 Roosevelt dime specifically. At first, you might think that a modern coin minted only a few decades ago wouldn't have much of a story to tell. However, the 2005 version of the dime is quite remarkable for a few reasons. For one, it was produced during a period of transition in U.S. coinage. The U.S. Mint was experimenting with different ways to enhance coin designs, improve security features, and make the process of minting more efficient. This decade marked the continuation of Roosevelt's image on the dime, but it also came with unique attributes that collectors look for. The year 2005 is especially notable for a few key factors. First, the mint marks of the coin indicate which facility the coin was minted in. In 2005, dimes were produced at the Philadelphia, Denver, and West Point mints. Each of these mint facilities has its own distinct characteristics, and knowing where a coin was struck can add to its value and rarity. But what really sets the 2005 Roosevelt dime apart is the fine details of its design and the quality of the strike. The U.S. Mint had been refining its processes, and in 2005, the coins were generally of higher quality, with sharp details and smooth finishes. Now, let's talk about how this dime, which might seem so ordinary, became an extraordinary piece in the world of coin collecting. For most people, a dime is worth just 10 cents. But in the world of numismatics, some coins hold much more value than their face value. The key to understanding this value lies in the rarity and condition of the coin. In the case of the 2005 Roosevelt dime, certain variations, such as proof coins, errors, or coins in pristine condition, can command impressive prices. Proof coins are made with a special minting process designed to produce coins with a mirror-like finish and sharper details. These coins are not meant for circulation but are instead produced for collectors. The 2005 proof dimes, made in limited numbers, are one example of how a seemingly small difference in production can make a big impact on value. These coins, especially those with a perfect grade, can be worth significantly more than their face value. Another factor that can greatly affect the value of the 2005 Roosevelt dime is the condition it's in. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin with no signs of wear or imperfection. A well-preserved 2005 dime, particularly one that has been graded as a high-quality coin, is much more valuable than one that has been circulated and shows signs of wear and tear. A dime in perfect condition, graded at 69 or 70, can fetch far more than most people would expect. But the most exciting part of this story comes when we talk about the rare 2005 Roosevelt dimes that have made waves in the numismatic community. Through careful examination, some collectors have discovered specific varieties of the 2005 dime that have unique characteristics or errors in the minting process. One such error, a dime with no mint mark, has caught the attention of coin collectors. It's believed that a small batch of 2005 dimes was struck without the mint mark, which is usually located on the obverse side, just to the right of Roosevelt's neck. This is an incredibly rare error, and coins with this flaw can command jaw-dropping prices. And here's the real kicker. A high-grade 2005 Roosevelt dime with this minting error has been known to sell for upwards of $55,000. Yes, you heard that right, $55,000 for a coin that originally was worth just 10 cents. This is a perfect example of how the world of coin collecting can sometimes surprise us with its astonishing values. But even if you don't have a rare error dime, don't be discouraged. The 2005 Roosevelt dime is still a prized piece for collectors. Its historical significance, its clean and timeless design, and its place in the long legacy of U.S. coinage all contribute to its charm. It may not always fetch tens of thousands of dollars, but a well-preserved 2005 dime, especially one from a special mint or in excellent condition, is still a valuable addition to any collection. As we wrap up this journey through the world of the 2005 Roosevelt dime, remember that collecting coins isn't just about chasing high-value pieces. It's about appreciating the history, the craftsmanship, and the stories behind each coin. Whether you're holding a 2005 Roosevelt dime in your hand right now or adding one to your collection in the future, you're holding a piece of American history. A coin that, though small in size, has a big impact in the world of numismatics. And who knows? You might just find yourself holding a rare version that could make you a fortunate collector, with a dime worth far more than you ever imagined. Top 4. When you think of coins, the Roosevelt dime might not be the first thing that comes to mind. It's a small, simple coin, often overlooked in your pocket change. But what if I told you that this seemingly ordinary coin could be worth much more than its face value of just 10 cents? In fact, one particular version of the 2003 Roosevelt dime has been known to fetch an incredible $63,000 at auction. Yes, you heard that right, a dime worth 10 cents could potentially make you $63,000 richer. But how did we get here? How did the 2003 Roosevelt dime go from being a piece of everyday currency to a rare collector's treasure? Let's rewind the clock a little to better understand the legacy of the Roosevelt dime and the incredible journey it's taken in the world of numismatics. The Roosevelt dime, which was introduced in 1946, is a tribute to Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt, known for his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, passed away in 1945, and the U.S. Mint decided to honor him by putting his image on the dime, replacing the Mercury dime. Franklin D. Roosevelt's face, forever etched on the obverse, or front, of the coin, is a symbol of leadership and resilience. The design itself was created by John R. Sinek, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint, and it has become one of the most iconic and enduring images in American coinage. Sinek's design features Roosevelt in profile, facing left, surrounded by the words, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the year of minting. On the reverse back of the coin, there's a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. The Roosevelt dime, while unassuming in size, has carried with it a story of American resilience and has become an essential part of U.S. coinage history. But in the context of the 2003 version of this coin, there's something unique that sets it apart from the dimes that came before it. The year 2003 marks a time of transition and innovation for the U.S. Mint. It was a period when the Mint was working to refine its techniques and introduce new technologies for creating coins with enhanced security and precision. The 2003 Roosevelt dime was minted in several locations across the United States: Philadelphia, Denver, and the West Point Mint, which is known for producing special commemorative coins. The minting process in 2003 was state-of-the-art for its time. The U.S. Mint had been incorporating more sophisticated equipment, ensuring that coins were not only of the highest quality, but also resistant to counterfeiting. In fact, the production quality of coins during this period was so high that it would set the stage for coins to be more valuable and more collectible than ever before. However, the key to understanding the allure of the 2003 Roosevelt dime, and the reason it can fetch a staggering price on the market, lies not in its regular circulation coins, but rather in the rare varieties and mistakes that were made during production. The 2003 Roosevelt dime was minted in large numbers. Millions were produced for general circulation, but it was also struck in limited quantities as part of special proof sets. These proof coins are made with a special minting process designed to create coins with a mirror-like finish and sharp, detailed images. Proof coins are not made for general circulation. Instead, they are produced specifically for collectors, and they are usually sold in sets. The 2003 proof dimes, which were part of the 2003 United States Mint proof set, have become highly sought after by numismatists due to their exceptional quality and limited availability. While many of the 2003 Roosevelt dimes are worth only their face value, some rare versions of the 2003 dime hold a special place in the world of coin collecting. One of the most intriguing aspects of coin collecting is the hunt for varieties and errors, coins that were produced with mistakes or unique features that make them stand out from the rest. One of the most well-known errors involving the 2003 Roosevelt dime was a series of coins struck with a double die reverse. A double die is a mistake that occurs when a coin is struck multiple times by the die, resulting in a blurred or doubled image. This kind of error can create a dramatic effect on a coin's value, as it is rare and unusual. Collectors treasure these kinds of mistakes because they are not only interesting but also valuable. A double die reverse 2003 Roosevelt dime is a rare find and has been known to command impressive prices, particularly if it is in excellent condition. Another potential variant that makes the 2003 Roosevelt dime interesting is the potential for misaligned dies. A misaligned die error occurs when the die used to strike the coin is not properly aligned with the coin's planchet, the metal disc used to create the coin. This causes part of the design to be off-center or appear distorted. A misaligned die error, especially on a dime as small as the Roosevelt dime, is a rare and highly collectible feature. The rarest and most valuable version of the 2003 Roosevelt dime, however, is one that features a unique minting error or a combination of errors that make it stand out from all the rest. A pristine example of a 2003 dime, in perfect uncirculated condition, combined with a rare error like the double die reverse, has been known to sell for tens of thousands of dollars at auction.so. How did we get to the astonishing $63,000 value for a 2003 Roosevelt dime? It's a combination of rarity, error, and the rarity of perfect condition. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that stand out from the rest, and a coin with both historical significance and minting errors is a jackpot for any numismatist. In fact, the most expensive known 2003 Roosevelt dime, which features an extremely rare minting error, has been sold for as much as $63,000 at a major auction. The buyer of this coin didn't just walk into a coin shop and pick it up. No, this coin had to be carefully graded, authenticated, and verified before it could even be considered for sale at such an extraordinary price. Its rarity, combined with the condition and the error, made it a once-in-a-lifetime find for any collector. But even if you don't stumble across a $63,000 dime, there's still something to be said about the 2003 Roosevelt dime. Whether it's a regular circulation coin, a proof coin, or a special error version, this dime has its place in the world of coin collecting. It's a reminder that what might seem like a small, everyday coin can hold so much more value than meets the eye. And perhaps, just perhaps, the next dime you find in your change could be worth far more than you ever imagined.